Hey there everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Boba Seth and I am here to play another game. I am taking a break from the typical horror games that I love to play and focusing more on another passion of mine, Fallout 4. I fell in love since playing, I didn't get to play Fallout 1 or 2, but I played Fallout 3 and then that kicked off my love for the Fallout franchise and New Vegas and all the add-ons that consumed me. Fallout 4 came out and I was so excited. Plus I love Bethesda. I fell in love playing Oblivion way back when, and then Skyrim, and then everything. It's just, Bethesda's one of my favorite game developers, and they always never cease to amaze me with the talent and creativity that they put into all their works. So let's jump into it. I'm not going to start from the beginning just because I've been playing this for a little while. Like I said, when it came out, my girlfriend got it for me and I lost any contact with the outside world because of that. The only reason I left the house is because I had to go to work. Not really, but anyways, this game is just so amazing that I just wanted to bring you into my story and just show you a little bit about what they've made better since Fallout 3, since New Vegas, and just how amazing it is in general. So let's pick it up. I forget exactly where I am in this, but I'm pretty, not a high level. As you can see, I'm level 45, so I'm mid-range, I guess. That's mid-range. I don't really know what the level cap is. But I've gotten pretty far in this. I haven't been focusing so much on the main story as just kind of, I'll pick up a quest or a mission and I'll do that mission, and then after I finish that, I'll just explore the area I'm in which I finish that mission, and just talk to people, find other things, just explore. Like if I see something interesting along the way out in the distance, I'm like, hey, I'll go to that. That sounds cool. So that's kind of how I play this game. I just play it as I would in real life. My character not only resembles me in the future, I'd say, I don't look that dashing, but I play it as if it were me. Like, I put skill points into the attributes that I think best suit me. So, oh yes, I forgot, I started out in front of a vault that I was ready to explore. So, first off, let's bring up the Pip-Boy. For right now, I am in a power armor suit, which is a very fine-tuned piece of this game that they added in that's different from the other ones. It's more of an actual suit that you wear, not just a piece of clothing. So you actually get into the suit along with everything else that you're wearing. It's kind of like an outer suit. So like it would be in real life, like you step into it and you can modify that at different stations. You can make it more adequate to fight against radiation or energy or just anything. The soundtrack to this game too, sorry, I'm going to keep going off on all these tangents, but the soundtrack to this game is incredible, as they have been in every one of them. I love the time period it's set in. I love just everything about this game is just so good. The stylization, they did a really good job with all the voice acting in this, with all the just slight modifications from the other games that they put into this one that make it just so much more special. This game, above all the other Bethesda games that they've even come out, I mean Skyrim was on the way to that. They made it very cinematic. Like when you walk into a room, you walk into some ruins, it's breathtaking, and the game notices that, and it makes it even more so with the sounds and the ambiance, and the lighting is just so dynamic and so just insanely beautiful. But anyways, this is the Pip-Boy in the power armor suit. So this is all visions like you're looking through the helmet of your power armor suit. As you can see in the heads up, you got your action points down on the far right. That determines your VATS. VATS is a system in which you can slow down time in this. It doesn't pause it like in Fallout 3. It slows down time so that you can pinpoint certain like body parts to attack. So you want to shoot somebody in the leg to cripple their leg so they can't get away. You focus on that limb, done. If they have certain armor pieces, like they're heavily armored on one arm versus another, shoot the one that's not very armored, you'll do a lot more damage. So it's pretty cool in that aspect. It also determines your sprinting and all that. You got your rad levels, which is a big part in Fallout because everything is irradiated, so you got to watch that so you don't die. And then your health points, that's pretty self-explanatory. And the far right above your health points is your armor status. So if your, say your leg gets damaged or your arm gets damaged, you can replace that piece, as well as repair it, make modifications to it. Which is really cool in this game too. They made it so that each bit of yourself and your guns and your armor and everything is customizable, fully customizable. So you can make it exactly how you want it. You can modify any pistol you pick up to make it automatic. You can make it really powerful. You can have all these extra clip sizes, all this stuff, which makes it even more customizable than any other Bethesda Fallout game. But I'll take you through this Pip-Boy real quick. So this is your status. As you can see, I'm a healthy, fit individual. I have all my perception, strength, endurance, the things that make me special. I want to try and play the beginning of this because the beginning of Fallout games are great. But for now, we'll just kind of go really quickly into this. All my perks, so when you level up, like in any other Bethesda game, you can choose certain perks each time you level up, making your character stronger. Also, as well as reading books or magazines that add additional skill points. So that's mostly the stats. So inventory, you got your weapons, apparel, so everything that you got on. Hell, I can carry so much stuff, which is the only downside that's not realistic in this. But I say that now, they came out with a Fallout survival mode, which is just making this game as much of a simulator as possible, like a post-apocalyptic simulator, which I'm really wanting to delve into and explore that, because as soon as that came out, I was so excited. I was like, yes, this needs to happen. I need to do that, because all the other ones, they have survival modes. I think New Vegas came out with that, where you have to eat, you have to do that. This capitalizes on that even more, is where like you have to sleep in a bed to get certain things. I don't know. It's really cool the way they did it. So I'm gonna probably play that, and I want to start that from beginning. I just wanted to bring you into this to show you a little bit about it before I just started off. And plus, I wanted to show you how beautiful my character is. I spent way too long making him when it first came out, but I always do that. So you get all your mods, ammo, blah blah blah. These are all your quests. You got all of those. That's pretty cool. Normal stuff. Now the map. The map is crazy cool. So I think that this map is gigantic. It takes so long to traverse from one end, say here, all the way to where I am now, which is the bottom left. What's cool about this game is that you start off up here at the beginning, where you start off in Vault 111, and then you work your way down. So I've played this, like I said, for a long time, so I've discovered a lot of these places, but as I played, I just kind of played, as I followed down, I would just explore the area around me. So I just recently started getting down to this bottom place, which is, as you can see, I haven't explored a ton of. But what's cool about this game is that no beginners should be able to go down here, because you would just get demolished. From down here is where the bombs first exploded. As you can see, this giant crater and everything. And then the radiation just expanded across the Commonwealth, is what this is called. It's in Boston. So it just exploded across it. And what's really cool is you see those changes. You see how much of a toll it's taken as you go further south. And because up north it's beautiful, it still just looks like normal, everyday kind of stuff. Of course, for the most part, it's not. Everything is still destroyed. But as you get down to here, everything is just mass ruins. There's radiation storms. There's just swamp, sewage, radiation everywhere. Everything's mutated. Everything's disgusting and terrifying and hard. So that's what she said. But I'm gonna just play this now. The map is huge, so I'm probably gonna take you through a few different areas. Maybe this one, I'm just gonna go through the vault and show you a little bit of that. But yeah, I am going to kick off the radio just so we can get the feel of this game. And just without the radio, just the sound and the score that they added to this is so good. I mean, what else could I expect from a Bethesda game? It's amazing. So here we are. These are gunners, apparently. So here's VATS. You can target up to a character and see... Oh, and a Soltron. Fuck. You can target certain people, see your surroundings. I like to use it as kind of like a scouting mechanic, just to kind of see what you're getting yourself into. I try not to rely on VATS too much, just because the shooting in this game is great. They really capitalized on it. They added not so much just a hip fire like in Fallout 3, even whenever you zoom in. It's an iron sights, which Fallout New Vegas capitalized on too. I think that's what set that game apart, even though the graphics and the gameplay was the same as Fallout 3. They the iron sights completely made that game better. But this game is by far the best of the best, so I say that, but I mean, everyone has their opinions. I still honestly like Fallout 3 probably the best, just because of the setting and the ambiance, and I grew up on that one, and I explored everything to a T on that. But this one is slowly becoming my next. New Vegas is alright, but anyways, so here we are. I want to just go in, and I'm just going to destroy the shit out of these people. So let's do it. Let's pick... Oh, they have a quick access wheel, which makes fighting and combat so cool. It makes it so much easier, so much better. I'm going to just walk up to these people. Oh, and the third person mechanic is really cool. Here I am in my power armor. And this is the surrounding. You can see how everything is just in ruins. I'm getting closer and closer to that bottom left, so you can really see how the bombs really affected everything. But playing in third person is great too, but I like to switch between the two just because they really did a great job on both. But here we go. Let's just walk up and see how much of a fan these people are going to be of me. Oh, they don't look too happy. You don't look too happy, huh? Well, fuck you. Fuck you. Suck it. Alright, see, this is when these Soltrons are so hard. I'm just gonna target their head. And I miss every shot. Nice. Dead. Alright. I keep thinking that guy's a guy. So I'm not invincible in this, but it feels like it sometimes. And if you're wondering why I'm doing so much damage with this, is because I've upgraded my rifles and my pistols so high so that you're dead. So that these things deal immense amounts of damage, which is, again, a great thing in this game because you face off against some pretty hard people. No. You can see on the bottom part of the screen, you can see the red blips, the red indicators showing your enemies and where they're at, which is pretty cool. The higher your perception, the greater that's going to be, or the better at detecting people and threats are going to be. I also like that, as opposed to the other Fallout games, you have to stop the game and search anything, whether it be a crate, whether it be a person, whether it be a locker. But this is all just real time. Here we are going into apparently Vault 95. I love the vaults in this game because whenever you find one, they're so finely constructed. Even in Fallout 3 and all those other, they were really well done. But these just feel so like they're not just, oh, another vault, oh, another vault. Each one, of course in the other ones they all have their own stories, but in this one they all have their own stories, their own feels, and the inhabitants of them now really explain kind of what had happened up until this point. So like this one I'm going into is the people inhabiting it is a group called the Gunners. They're one of the more aggressive, more heavily armed bandit factions in this game, and it's just really cool to see how they've set up camp in these things, how they've made this place their home now, and just everywhere you go, even even if you don't think there's a story, like even every abandoned house in this game, you'll see the catastrophe that happened, and you'll see that there's a story behind everything. I don't know what this is. It says do not tamper. I really would love to tamper with it though. What's cool about this too is that here, I'm gonna step out of this not vault suit. I'm wearing a vault suit. I'm gonna step out of this power armor real quick. Show you my character. So, let me step up into the light here. I'll take off my helmet and put on my trusty glasses, because you know, I'm not Boba Fett without my glasses. So here, let's take a look at him. This is me. I am wearing my combat armor, and I have a pretty cool neck tattoo, as you can see. I got my man bun. I'm not sporting my man bun and my luscious locks today, but I got a man bun on my character. You know, you gotta keep the hair out of your face when you're roaming the wasteland, but it's pretty cool. I took a little pride into him. I'd like to say that he's me in the future. I don't know, maybe around like 27 to 30 age. I don't know. I mean, I'm 22, so it's not like that's that far off. And what's cool about this is that I have this Pip-Boy, so he brings it up on his wrist, and you can interact with a lot of these things in this vault with your Pip-Boy, because the Pip-Boy was issued to people in the vaults before the war, the pre-war. So if you want to see more about the pre-war and the things that happened, I'll start playing this again. I'll play it on survival too, so that you can kind of get an idea of how hard this is, and the beginning story, because the beginning is amazing in this game. It's one of the only ones that show you a glimpse of pre-war before it actually really happened, before the devastation and all that. So normally I can interact with this thing, but I think that's usually to open up the door, and the door's already open. So I'm just gonna go back into it. I think I'm gonna leave my vault, I keep calling it that. I'm gonna leave my power armor here. So let's open this up and go inside. This game's amazing though. I can't play it enough, and it's my guilty pleasure game. Like, it's what I always go to whenever I'm like, oh, what should I play today, when I'm just wanting to play something for fun. It's always this. It's always this, because every time I play it, I find something new. I go into a whole new story, and like I can just do whatever the hell I want. Like, I can kill anybody I want. I can be whoever I want. I can go and do anything I want. So it's just one of those games that are really well made, and the graphics and everything is just so well made that I could not play this. It's so good. So I'm gonna disable some of these because I don't want to blow up, and they did not do a good job of hiding those lasers. But I'm in a vault, and vaults were made pre-war to protect. To protect the certain people. People were handpicked to do any of these vaults, to go into any of these vaults, to will save their lives because the bombs are about to drop. I don't want to go into too much detail before playing the beginning of this. I don't really want to spoil anything, even though nothing's really spoiled. Why did I not hit you those first few times? Fuck. I'm just gonna switch to Kellogg's pistol, which is this badass revolver. Oh, and I'm just getting lit the fuck up. Ah, shit, another Assaultron, of course. I'm just gonna blast its arms, because usually those are the easiest ways to get rid of it. Because it attacks through the arms. See, that's the cool thing, is like each enemy is so different that, like, oh, fuck. Each enemy is so different that it each has its own weak spots. And that's a stim pack that I just healed with. So stim packs, they're just like the overall health in this game. I know that survival has like certain benefits and certain downsides to using certain chemicals and certain things like that. But I don't really know what stim packs, what the downside is. Jesus! What is going on? How many people are over here? Oh, and they have this whole, turret. They have this whole thing where, in this game, the shooting's so good that you can just pop behind cover and not be... What did you think was gonna happen? Oh, I'm just gonna stand like... Oh, and you can hit the butt of your gun. There's just so many cool aspects to this game that they didn't have in any of the others. Jeez, I really should have worn my power armor. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, I knew that... I just finished telling you guys that these guys are super dangerous, and yet I'm just gonna go in unprotected. Ha! Didn't even stand a chance against me. Jeez, how many people are you? Or how many people are you? You're one person, but how many are there here? So I like this. It's cool whenever you're trying to loot things on the fly, but whenever you're in like combat, don't even bother trying to do that. Like in Fallout 3, it pauses the game so you have time to like, just look through this guy's pockets, no one shoot me. But with this, it's real time, like the way it should be. And I think that just the little added things like that makes this really cool. So I don't want to go in and spend too much time just doing the boring looting stuff. Although, whenever you're playing this yourself, I recommend exploring everything, looting everything, just as much as possible, just because you find so much more stuff. You find a lot of hidden things, and it's very handy. One thing about this game is that everything you find can be scrapped to make, or broken down and to make other things. Like for gun mods or armor mods, or can help to make food, can help to make weapon, ammo, everything and anything, which is really cool. And each thing, like say you find a cup or like a bottle, it's gonna break down into natural things like it would. Like a bottle's gonna be, its primary thing is gonna be glass. A cup would be like ceramic. Just all those things. Glue is a very high commodity because everything is bonded together with everything. Or bonded together by everything. Oh, I see that. That trap wasn't very well hidden. So you gotta watch out for that too whenever you're going into any bandit camps, is traps. You wanna be sneaky. I mean, it really depends on all your play styles, because I play a little bit of everything. Like I play on the offensive, I play on sneaky when I can, but that's something I'm trying to develop more, is my sneak skill, because aluminum is a good thing. Aluminum you always want to collect, just because again, aluminum's like glue. It's made of everything, especially with weapon and armor mods, which is what I mainly focus on, just because there's so, if you upgrade everything and make certain things, you have so much more of an advantage than others, just because you have that higher attributes to that. So this is pretty cool. Like you can see a lot of these bodies and a lot of these pre-war things, or just not even pre-war, these things that happened years before, because this is, I think, was it 200 years after the bombs had fallen? I'll explain my character and all that before. Or in a next video, but you can find scenarios like this where this guy was pre-war, or at least it seemed that way, because he's wearing the Vault 50, 95. Sorry, dyslexia. He's wearing that, and from this one, I mean, I don't want to make assumptions, but he's got a pistol and he's dead, and a lot of those just, it lets you use your imagination as to what had happened, and a lot of like papers and documents you find will help explain those things. Like I've seen things where families have all been, like you see like kid skeletons and families huddled together before the bombs had fallen. You see papers saying like their last written testimonies, and it's so, like, this is a game, but it's so real. As most of the things aren't in this game, it makes it feel like if bombs had fallen, if bombs did fall, this would happen. I'm gonna stop this here for a second and continue on. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I know I just kind of talked through this one, but check it out. I'm gonna be going into this vault and showing you the really cool things about this game. All right, see you guys.